So this is my Dean Smith & Grace 17T lathe that I bought a few years ago and I'm meant to be doing up. I'm sorry about the mess in the garage. It's powered by a rotary converter, which is about 11 kilowatts, I think, which is an eBay find. The lathe is in lovely condition because it hasn't had much use from new. In 1954 it went to a tech college in Middlesbrough, where it stayed ever since, and then was bought up by some dealer. It's had a bit of paint work, but nothing disastrous. And since I've got it, I've changed the oil in the gearbox and the headstock, and I've done a few things like cleaned this up, replaced the perspex in it. I've replaced every single oil nipple on it. They're not grease nipples. I've made a few missing bits, like the end cap of the slide, all of the oil covers were perished, so I made new ones, and the only thing I had at the time the right size was titanium. So they are titanium, which is a bit of a waste of time and money and expense. It has got a relieving attachment that I don't know how to use, that slides the top slide over, but with rotation, so you can make hob taps and what have you. I don't know how to use that really. I'm not really an engineer. Well, I'm not an engineer. It's also got a taper attachment that's missing some parts. Dean Smith & Grace says they've got the patterns for the castings, so they could make new castings if they wanted. So the latest thing I've done has been to clean out the coolant sump, which was just full of solid soil type material, and I don't think it's been cleaned out since the machine was made in 1954. Other than that, it's in fine condition. It's still got its lignum vitae handles. Everything is as smooth as butter. A lot of it is not actually run in, so the start and stop levers are very stiff. I had a go at doing up the coolant pump, and if you excuse the mess, here it is. It was pretty filthy, and the impeller is completely perished. Here's how not to make something. This aluminium casting was screwed together with steel screws. When I was trying to preserve it, I thought I'd drill them out, so I had to do that. It took ages to set up on the Bridgeport to drill them out. I eventually got them out and got it open, but I had to overhang the edge of the Bridgeport because it was so big. I actually can't get the motor off the impeller, so by the time I got this off, that's the state of the impeller. I don't know how you get it off the shaft. Probably have to drill it off. I'm not still sure whether or not this is worth persisting with, and I might just buy a new coolant pump if I can. The sump is quite shallow, it's only about 4 inches deep, which really limits the coolant pump that I can get. I won't be needing anything like flood coolant. They're just nice to have for the occasional times that I need it. I haven't actually done much with the lathe really, apart from make the odd item. I've got the steady rest, I've got a drilling attachment, and I've got a load of change wheels. With it all in pretty almost as new condition. My neighbour does cars up. I've been facing a few flywheels for him, skimming a few flywheels for him, and making things for his suspension, but other than that I haven't done an awful lot. The light, I'm still deciding on whether or not I'm going to restore. I'd quite like to do something to the paint job, but that really to do properly would involve disassembling the entire lathe, and I'm petrified of doing anything to the headstock bearings because they are scraped white metal bearings. So resetting it up as accurate as it is at the moment, which is to about a couple of thou or at most run out on that chuck, would be terrible, and I'd never get it set up again like it is. So along the lines of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have repainted the light with 2-pack automotive paint, which comes out really well, and I'd like to do the whole machine in that. I think it's Battleship Grey RAL7012, I think is the paint colour, I don't know. So that's as far as it's got at the moment. I'd like to get the coolant sorted out, and there's a few other jobs. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you later.